2 tickets and keep multiplying by the number of tickets, you would so we are back. Okay, where do I begin? Let's start from the very beginning. Because this is what is normal around here. The same hands that raised you, the same hands that nurtured you and kept you from danger, do you trust them to do the same for your own children? Or let me rephrase, do you trust the same hands that nurtured you and kept you from danger to do same for your own children, your parents, their grandparents? I'll share the story of a woman, a grandmother, who lost her 2 grandchildren. Or will I say the story of grandchildren who died in the care of their mother? Just hold on. So the first child, they were basically infants. The first child I think the first child was left in the car. No, the first child drowned and the other child was left in the car. But don't take my word for it. Just listen. The network is acting up, but we'll see how we'll make it work regardless. Just a few seconds, please. All right.
About it when I see you again. We've come a long
So sometime in the conversation, I should be able to play it. She was charged to court, by the way. She's the grandparent of the two children, and they found her not guilty. Now, our focus is not on the verdict, really. Our focus is actually on trusting our parents to look after our children, because I doubt she meant any harm, if you ask. I doubt she meant any harm, but then it happened. She had taken the first child out for lunch, and then she drove back home, and immediately she went into her room to take a nap for like 3 hours, forgetting the baby in the car. And by the time she came out, found the child in the car, it was too late. 3 months earlier, her grandson had drowned because she had not put safety locks in her door, and she had gone to nap, and the child wandered out of the house and boom, into the pool and drowned. But at the end of the day, they died while under their grandmother's care. And she completely broke down. But you see, when they were trying the case, they found her not guilty. Now, some people have opined that the first death was negligence on the part of the grandma. But the second death was negligence on the part of the parents. Your mother is old, really. I mean, she has no business taking care of children at that age. You hire somebody else to look after your children, or better still, you look after your children yourself. But why can't my parents take care of my children? I mean, the grandchildren that they did not allow me to hear what? When are you going to give me grandchildren? When are you going to give me grandchildren? If at some point I am busy and I say, please hold on to these children for me, should it be so much of a problem? What about those times when we send our children to our grandparents, they should go and stay for holidays? Do we start calling every 2 minutes? How are they? Have they eaten? Now, there's this popular something that trended. The child I left with her grandmother, the child I left with my grandmother. No, the child I left with my mother versus the child I met when I came back. The before is usually looking better than the after. Is that you come back and boom, your parents have put tribal mark on your child, or the beautiful hair your child used to have, they barbed everything, like they gave the child moro, or the child is now speaking in an unknown tongue, they're speaking pidgin, or the child is now dressed like somebody that is suffering. Entrusting your child to the care of your parents, their grandparents, is a very common and often beneficial arrangement. But it comes with its own set of unique advantages and then the challenges. It's a decision many parents grapple with, weighing the benefits of family care against potential difficulties. No one usually expects the worst. But do we prepare ourselves for the worst? Or we say, it will never happen. God forbid. If my parents took care of me properly, they should be able to take care of my children properly. How comfortable are you with entrusting your child or children in the care of your parents? Again, how comfortable are you with entrusting your child or children in the care of your parents? Let's talk. The numbers are 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0002. We also have 0817 923 0003. Again, 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 030 6416. Again, WhatsApp and Telegram number 0809 030 6416. On X, we are at Nigeria Info PH, and our Facebook page remains Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. You can go there, watch us live, but most importantly, be a part of the conversation. I think the network is back up, so let's listen to that which I wanted us to listen to at the very beginning. Hold on a second. All right. Is it back up?
Grandmother found not guilty after causing the deaths of 2 grandchildren. In March 2022, Tracy Nix was taking care of her 7-month-old grandson.
But then again, they entrusted their children in the care of their grandparents. How comfortable are you? Whether you guys are in the same city, whether they are miles apart, maybe you are in Port Harcourt, and you feel you need to make a trip, and you say, let's take them to the village, or let's take them to Lagos, or let's take them to London, or let's take them to UK, knowing fully well that for the number of days or hours or weeks or months, they are going to be with them. And all you can do is call them on the phone. How are you? Okay. Have you eaten? Is grandma taking care of you well? And all that and all that. Zion from Jaria, welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead, Zion.
Good afternoon, D-Square.
Good afternoon to you, Zion.
It's absolutely wrong to keep your children with their grandma or grandpa.
Why?
It's totally wrong. It's to show that even you, the person that did that, is not worthy enough to be a father. It's not in the place of your grandparents to take care of your own children. It's not in the order of things. Even though we try to paint it look because we are benefiting from this abnormality, is a father or a mother to a child, not a grandmother to a grandson. The only responsibility they have, we are going there for the weekend. We are going there for 2 days. We are going there to spend holiday. And you, the parents, must be there, visible, either by phone call or by monitoring the presence of your children under your parents, which is their grandparents. We keep doing the wrong thing and we are expecting the right results. And in this part of the world, the moment you are benefiting from criminal arrangements, no problem. But the day those arrangements does not favor us, we cry a hole. Your parents have a direct bearing and connection to you. Their mindset was still in you. Their brain cell is still aware that they are still concepting and receiving and bearing children. They already dead from your parents. The only thing they just want to feel is that adenosine to see grandchildren around them. You see that period of laughter, children, period from the children. You will find that your parents are okay the way they are. So before you want to take your children to your grandparents, prepare a proper arrangement to be connected to them and not go and live with them. You make some of those things we saw before. They put mark on their faces. They no longer speak the Queen's English. They no longer behave the way. They now wear bedroom slippers. This is what you will see. So if you want to maintain and avoid such stories, if you are dropping your children with your grandparents, get a phone, get a monitor, somebody in the neighborhood. Please assist my parents to watch the kids. In every 1 hour, Papa, Mama, what about my pikin? How then they on I don't eat?
Hold on. They did not need anybody to monitor them when they were taking care of you. Why did they need somebody to monitor them when they're taking care of your children?
Because after you or their last children, your younger brother, are all grown up, their mindset of that carefulness for children are all gone.
Wonderful. All right. It's an anomaly. I think I'm getting used to that word, anomaly, now. A message here on Facebook says, okay, thank you so much. Are you comfortable with entrusting your children in the care of your parents, their grandparents? You could either leave them at your place with the grandparents, or you take them to your grandparents' place. And for all we know, they adore them. They love them. I want grandchildren, especially in the African setting. I want grandchildren. Who will start looking at you after 1 year of marriage? Is it not the grandparents? Nothing yet. Give me grandchildren. These same people that are saying, give me grandchildren. You don't trust them to do their part to ensure that the grandchildren are whole, hale, and hearty by the time you return to pick them up. These same grandchildren that when the children were born, you were calling them to come, say, come and do a mugwa, come and bath baby, come and do like this. All of a sudden, they can't take care of children anymore. I'm just saying. Minaso from Okrika, welcome to the sunny side.
It's a very good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Minaso. How are you doing?
I'm very fine.
All right.
Let me beg to differ. Well, one of your callers, I don't know, Mr. Zion or thereabouts. This thing is a matter of the personal thing, individual difference, the grandparents. It's like you entrusting your children into the care of caregivers and what have you. Assuming, let me just give you analyze. Assuming now I got a scholarship, maybe to study in abroad, and, maybe due to one reason, I said, okay, let me keep my children with my parents. There isn't anything wrong there. I can't carry them, pack them all, or carry all of them. No. I must make a solid foundation, good arrangement.
Okay.
So for me, there isn't anything wrong there. It depends on the kind of parents you have.
Depends on the kind of parents you have.
Depends on the kind of parents you have. So it's individual different.
All right. Thank you, Minaso. Legacy from HA. Welcome to the sunny side.
Yeah, thank you, Dee. I align perfectly with Minaso. It depends on human adequacies or inadequacies. Personally, I remember back in the day, I had the baby of the house. My wife goes to work, and then my mother-in-law used to live along the course of my office. So in the morning, I just go drop the baby with grandma, and then I go to work. And tell you what, whatever that has the left baby in, by the time grandma sees the baby, grandma transforms the baby, makes the baby's hair, bathes the baby 3 times. So by night or thereabout evening, when my wife is returning, she now goes to pick up the baby, and the baby is refreshed, very fat. Baby has eaten very well. Tell you what, grandma loves to take care of children. Okay, so I even know a grandma that is begging you to bring your child to her house, not my own mother-in-law now. Okay. A woman in the church, right? she loves children, so she's passionate about it. And in that kind of case, you don't have this situation of negligence. Okay, there are women who give birth to children and still throw them away. There are women who give birth to children and see them as an inconvenience. Okay, there are even men that take care of children better than their wives. So it's about individual passion, concerns, and differences. So it's not a
what about cases where you know that this grandparents are old? Now, I played the video. If you had seen the video, you would see how old this woman is. A lot of people will think a woman this old has no business with looking after children because she could come up with any health challenge, dementia, high blood pressure, what have you. So yeah, the chances of her forgetting certain things are there. You know, over here, we don't usually diagnose some of these things. We don't know that sometimes these old people can get really forgetful. So they're supposed to be pampered and cared for and not having to be saddled with the responsibility of taking care of younger ones who they'll be shouting, stop that, don't do that, don't go there, sit here, hey, what did you do? Now give me today, oh. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so I align with that. So in the case where, like, we usually say old people behave like children, they are forgetful, where there's dementia and all that. So keeping your child in the custody of your mom in that case, where she's so old and demented, is akin to leaving a 2-year-old to take care of a 1-year-old.
Whoa.
So why don't they arrest the parents for doing that? Because you should know your mom. You should know her weaknesses at that point. Mom used to be very agile and all that. But things are different now, and you know that. And you just out of your own, maybe you just want to go and attend a party. You keep baby or keep your 2 babies in the custody of mom because you hear that people leave their children in the custody of their moms. It's not a one-size-fits-all.
Okay.
And the unexpected has happened. And you want mama to be arrested. So why don't you arrest the 2-year-old child that is required to stay with a 1-year-old child? When I was young, I'm 1 year older than my younger brother. My parents had gone. They had left me in the house just with my younger brother. Guess what? There was a house help. But in the afternoon, I remember this picture very vividly. The house help came, was just being silly, and stepped on my baby's knees and broke his legs.
Oh no!
But I was a child. I was more or less a baby. I didn't even start at school, and then there was no one to tell the story. The neighborhood came and they were beating me and wicked and all that. I said, I didn't do it. The house help did it, but she was older than me. She was just being wicked, right? So leaving a child to keep custody of a child is even wrong to start with. Right? And then now the same thing with a demented old man that can't do that, but he just wants some human presence. The woman forgot, and she left the child in the car and went to sleep. That's the age. That's the health issue. Why then do you blame her for it? You should blame the parents. They should be arrested.
All right.
Because if your mom is inadequate, then look for better child care.
All
Okay,
right.
and don't just necessarily keep her with your kids man who is inadequate. Study adequacies, relate with people, and come to terms with what they are not able to do.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Orlando, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, welcome. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Goodness from Rupoko, I have to let you go so I don't keep you waiting longer than expected. Orlando, go ahead.
First of all, thank you very much for the time. Yeah, I think if we have our aged parents, we will study their age, their weaknesses, and their strengths. If they are very weak and cannot take care of these children, there's no need to give it to them. But if they are strong enough, there's nothing wrong about it. I am over 40 years now.
Wow.
When I was in primary school, primary 6, I was very sick. My grandfather requested for me in the village from my father and practically seized me from my family, from my parents, that they don't know how to take care of me. After I finished my primary school, they put me in secondary school. But I was treated in my ailment of, what was it? I had I was ill then. They took care of me. Now, at this age now, my two little ones, my mother is taking care of them happily. Very nice. In fact, I would not even take care of them as she's doing it now.
Wow.
The school fees, she's good with it. I will pay. She will say no. feeding, everything they want. My dear, grandparents are not bad, but depending on the type you have.
All right.
Watch them, whatever suits. Then you work on it.
And you work on it. Thank you so much. Goodness, you can call back now. Like I said, I understand the fact that you're calling with your airtime and wouldn't want to keep you waiting longer than expected. All right, then. This one says, I wasn't nurtured. I survived the hands and hearts that were supposed to nurture me. My angels were definitely working overtime, and that's why when someone shows me or tries to come for me, I'm like, you really think you have what it takes to break or destroy me, or you're just trying your luck? Have you got an idea where I am from or where I survived? Another person that the world thinks of as my mother, much better than her church people ever can. She didn't protect me. She exposed me to abuse. Therefore, under no circumstances will I allow her near any of my children. I know from very bitter experience exactly what the woman I survived is capable of. Has nothing to do with age. It's who she is, and that's the problem. And I will either die or kill someone before I let history repeat itself. Anonymous, send that in. A lot of Happy New Month messages. Thank you. Ernest from Moji says, we used to visit grandparents and they took care of us well, but now I don't think it's advisable because grandma is busy snapping pictures and doing TikTok videos on social media. So who will watch your kids? Really? Nigerian Info, good afternoon. Welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Nelson Brenda.
You're welcome.
Okay, you see, some callers are getting this wrong. I think
Nigeria Info will be right back. We are back.